Imagine 1,200 Americans were butchered by a foreign terror group. 1,200. Now imagine the world responded by protesting against America. That's what this professor showed a room full of students, and the silence said everything.
They slaughtered people. I just said killed. They killed. They slaughtered, man. They fucking slaughtered. Knives and guns and the stories, and they posted videos. And they slaughter, man. Like, I can't watch some of the video. I can't watch it. Just, oh. They violently raped so many women. And then after they finished raping them, they killed them. And they killed them slowly, and they killed them fast. They burned people alive. They did things, they committed atrocities that are just like, you can't even imagine, okay? Now, a lot of people don't get a sense of this because they don't watch the video and they don't pay attention. So I know there will be some people in this room, or maybe people watching, who are like, we don't really know that happened. No, listen. No, we do know that it happened. It's pretty clear that it happened. So it was 21 days before Israel invaded Gaza. Okay, 21 days. And then we started seeing this pro-Palestinian, anti-Israel movement happen around the world. And this is one at Penn State. Feminists against genocide, free Palestine. It's like, dude, what? Wait, what? Do you know how many Israeli women were violently raped by these Palestinian fighters? Like, what kind of feminist are you? Like, holy, what? 15,000 Palestinians killed by Israel. End the siege. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But listen, give it at least a week. A week. Give it a day. Give it 2 days. Give it a week. Give it 2 weeks to actually feel the unbelievable heartache, the horror that was experienced by people, these Jewish human beings, before you go out and start like grabbing the flag and supporting Palestine, Palestinians, Hamas. It's like, whoa, give it just a hot minute, man. It's like, so, if I'm Jewish, so I'm thinking like, okay, this is what the world's doing. I didn't see lots of people standing up for Jewish people. What I saw was this. On college campuses all across the U.S., I saw it in Paris, right away in Paris. All the pro-Palestinian people were coming out into the streets. And I'm like, dude, there was a slaughter just happened. Can you just take 30 seconds to just light a candle for the Jewish victims? But they don't. So if I'm Jewish, I'm like, man, I'm feeling this. And so if I'm this guy, I'm feeling like, so this is what the world thinks about us. This is it. And then I think, well, yeah, actually. So, goes back 2,000 years. People hating Jews.
What an unbelievable conversation this professor is having with his students. And speaking to them about empathy. Forget about the right and wrong. Just to take a single moment to empathize with what happened to thousands of Israelis. But that didn't happen. And that is the reason why the Jewish people feel the way we do. And that's why we are clear that this is anti-Semitism, that this is just pure, unadulterated hate. If you or someone you know are one of these people who went out right after October 7th, and you're campaigning for Palestinians, never mind the right and wrongs of it. You have a serious empathy issue, number one, and you're filled with a lot of hate, number two. Here's the end of this conversation.
And last week, I had a conversation with an Israeli soldier who was in Gaza 2 months ago. This guy in the world. Really nice guy. I really like this guy. And he was in Gaza because he was there because the other members of his unit were called to go into Gaza. They didn't have a choice. They're called. And he said, like, okay, I'm going to go in with you. Israelis and Jews, I can say Israelis because 25% are Arabs, but Jewish Israelis and Jews around the world. Can you like feel the fear that Jews would have? You can't, people, after that slaughter, people can't even take 2 days to mourn. Can you even imagine? Can you imagine 1,300, 1,200, we'll say 1,200, that Mexicans, a band of Mexicans, came over from Mexico and they killed not 1,200, how about 120 Americans? Hell, not even 120, 12 Americans. They slaughtered 12 Americans and they raped American women and killed them and then took Americans hostage back into Mexico. The Americans would be demanding that we drop nuclear bombs on Mexico. 12. Now go to 120. Now go to 1,200. And then the rest of the world turns to the Americans a day later, 2 days later, and say, yeah, no, not the rest of the world. Protests break out on college campuses in Canada and in Spain and in Venezuela and in Colombia and in Korea and China. All the signs supporting Mexico. It's like, can you imagine how you would feel like, yeah, the world's against us? Absolutely, the world's against us.
Yeah. he really states this really beautifully. It's a beautiful angle to get the point across if people are willing to hear it. Just the lack of humanity. You see, there is no humanity in Hamas. They are really monsters. What's shocking is that the West, which is supposed to be humanized, decent people, shows such a lack of humanity in the fact that they are unwilling to empathize for a single moment with fellow human beings who were brutally violated and murdered in the most horrendous ways ever documented in all of history. If someone was a part of that because you just got swept up in the movement, wake up now. Wake up now and realize how inhumane your behavior was. And get your act together and make up for it. We go doing teshuvah, repent. You know how you repent? By speaking up in the reverse now and saying, I'm ashamed that I was a part of those demonstrations. And you should be ashamed as well if you were, is what you say to your friends.